Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 105 here on Season 1. Today we are diving into what are the roundup multipliers on Acorns. So this question comes from Hollywood Studios, and he asks, can you make a video about Acorns multipliers for roundups? Thanks. So first of all, what are roundups? Just to give you guys a quick, brief explanation. Roundups, basically, if you spend $1.50 on your card that's linked to Acorns, it'll take the additional 50 cents and bring it over to Acorns, rounding that up to $2. So in essence, if you spend $1.50, you're going to be spending $2 eventually. That's all it means. Acorns holds it in it stays in your account, but Acorn keeps track of it until it hits $5. Once it hits $5 on Acorns, Acorns pulls that from your account, boom, puts it over to Acorns and invests it. That's what roundups are. Plain and simple. Multipliers are something new that Acorns added, where now you can add a times 2, times 3, or times 10 to that roundup. So for those low ones that you're well, it would be for anyone, but for most people, maybe they're only spending it's $1.95, so they're only getting 5 cents. So it's going to take them a long time to accumulate a deposit into Acorns. So if you did a times 10 on a 5-cent one, that would be 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Where if it was a 50-cent deposit, it would be $5 off that one deposit. So you want to be careful and make sure that you're not outspending your own account just to put money into Acorns, because that would be the wrong way of investing. Anyways, so the reason why I think that they added this multiplier is to help people invest money into that Acorns account. Whereas, you can do the auto deposit and all that kind of stuff, or just, the random investment lump sum. But I think that they did that because people were it's almost like one of those things you don't have to worry about. You're oh, I spend $1.50 here. Okay, it's just going to be an extra $1 because I spent $1.50. So in essence, it will pull more out of your account, but it will be in small amounts that you might not notice it as much, and you might not have to think about it. Yeah. So basically, so in essence, yeah, the multipliers would be, 2 times, 3 times, or 5 or 10 times. My bad. And basically to say that, if it was a 50 cent, or if it was $1.50, and you got 50 cents pulled over to Acorns, if it was 10 times, it would be actually $5. They would just automatically pull $5. If it was 2 times, it would only be $1. If it was 3 times, it would be $1.50. So all in all, it's not really that much. It kind of depends on how much you're shopping and how much you're using that card. For me, on my own, we don't use a multiplier because I do $20 bi-weekly, and then I also have a $5 monthly deposit set up. And then on our regular roundups account, we get about, I think, anywhere from $20 to $40. So it's around $100 that goes into Acorns about every month. That's all we can afford right now. So I don't take any more. I don't feel like it was necessary for me to do any more roundups or multipliers on that, because I like where it's at right now. I honestly if I was, instead of doing a multiplier on my roundups, I would just increase my bi-weekly deposit or my monthly deposit. So that's the way that I operate. For some people, it might be easier for them to just do a roundup and just increase the roundup percentage so that they can get to whatever level they would like to have deposited in Acorns. So that's all I'm saying. For me, it works better to not have a multiplier, but for you, it could work better for you to have a multiplier, so that way you don't got to worry about it as much. But it's completely up to you. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the question of the day, and that is, if all the world's a stage, where does the audience sit? The audience, I think, would sit probably in Mars. No, not in Mars. Let's be honest. They would probably sit in outer space. We would probably watch them from the space station. We can thank SpaceX for now engineering the ideas, trying to get us to move to Mars and all that kind of stuff. But definitely, I think that we would utilize SpaceX to get us into outer space so that we could watch the concerts on the world stage. Just a thought. Anyways, if you guys have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, or Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, or coaching, feel free to post those down below, and I will get them on the next episode. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe up here and check out how I continue to keep an 8% return on my Acorns account. Check out the other video right about here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.